Now let's work on the test deserialized method unit test case. So again, I will change the name as Java Pojos as array. And now let's see the deserialized method. Now we have to change this. Let me remove this because we are not using this class anyways. And I will cast it as an array, right? So market data with array objects like this. Or instead of this, because let me again make some changes here. So it's just take it as an object first, because arrays are represented as Java objects, right? So I will just move a bit here. Now it's, first of all, let me assert that it's not null. So assert not null from serialize. This is our first. And also we know that because we are serializing here as an array of objects, so we ensure that that this is an array. This from serialized object that we have got from deserialization, that is also an array. So for that we can check like this. So assert true from serialize dot get class is array. This is with that to how to check an object whether it's an array or not. So we assert a true here that this serialized object, deserialized object from serialize is an array, and this is the array that we are going to use it. Now let me remove this because we don't need any statements here, and let's cast this back, because once we asserted that this is an array, we'll cast it back now into this market data objects array. So for that, I can simply use this final var of market data objects is equal to from serialize, and I will cast it accordingly. So I will cast it like this. Okay. As this one. Okay. Control Alt L. And again, we need to assert that the length of this should be 2, because we are storing 2 objects in our serialization test case. So assert equals 2 is our expected, and market data objects dot length. This is the array length. It should be 2. Now let's retrieve. One second. Assert equals. Okay. Alt enter. Import static method. Okay. So we have imported it. Now let's remove this from serialize. We don't need it, but let me take out the first variable. So just note that the sequence of the array objects should be same. For example, for market data 1 is the first one for Apple. So it would be serialized in the same sequence as the first object would be Apple and the second object would be for Meta. So similarly, when we deserialize it, the first one would be for Apple. So market data 1, I will take as index of 0, which is our first deserialized object. And now I will use this for assertions. So market data 1, and then now I will again use the same trick. What I will do is I will shift or insert, then I use the shift key, and then I will select all of this and copy as market data 1. Okay. And then again, to go back to the normal mode, I'll press escape and then shift alt insert. So now I'm back into my normal mode. And similarly, this one, I will copy it here and it's level 1. So these are the assertions for our first object. So similarly, we will do it for the second object, which is for Meta. So again, I will copy this and I will mark it as market data 2, and the index would be 1, and this would be again 2. And as we remember that it should be meta, and then it should be 2, 2. Okay. And again, I will go back here, Shift, Alt, Insert. Then I use a Shift key and pressing, and then down key, and then select this one and mark, just type 2. Escape, Shift, Alt, Insert, and we are back. So guys, you can see that's quite quick if you remember all the shortcut keys. It makes good development in IntelliJ very, very easy and quick. So now we are done with our unit test cases. Now we will run this and see whether it all works as expected and all our assertions are good. So we'll start first with test serialize method. Now let's run this test case for the whole class in one go. So I will just click here and it will run both the test cases, test serialize and test deserialize. Yeah, as you can see that the first one, we were able to do the before serialization, and after that, we were able to do the deserialization correctly. And the output is very clear that it's exactly same before and after deserialization. There's one thing I just added is that once we retrieve this market data objects in the test serialize method, I added the println statements. So again, let's revise this. We created a market data with array objects. Here, a simple Pojo class with serial version UID and serializable and basic primitive fields and string field. And in the test class, we created, for serialization, we created 2 objects of the same Java Pojo class, and given 2 different type of variables for the state for each of the objects, for Apple and Meta for these 2 objects. And then we finally created an array, and we just used the writeObject and serialized the whole array object instead of individual Java objects. So, and we were able to store it. And when we deserialize it, we ensured that after using the readObject, we are getting an array object back. Then we casted it back to our market data with array objects class objects, and then we ensured that each of the array elements are the same sequence and having the same value as it was there before we serialized it. So guys, this was all about chapter 6, serialization with Java objects as array. Now in the next video, we will cover chapter 7, which is serialization with collection field members. So see you all in the next video.